Hey guys, I'm super excited because today I'm bringing you another Ollie's comic video, and this time we're going to be opening up some packs. So typically when I've gone to Ollie's, I've focused on the hardcovers and the graphic novels, but this time I really struck the jackpot and I got there at just the right time. It looked like they had just restocked their comic packs, and I was seeing a lot of very interesting books. So guys, let's get into it and break open some of these packs. I wound up getting 5 packs of 5 comics, so that's 25 books, and I'm hoping we can get some stuff that'll be good for my booth at the antique mall, and maybe some stuff I'll want to keep for my own collection. We shall see. So this is actually the first time in years that I've actually ripped open some Ollie's packs. Normally when I go, I just go straight for the graphic novels and the hardcovers. That's the type of stuff I like to get when I'm there, so this will be something different. When I was like newer to collecting single issues, I did do a lot of the Ollie's packs, but it's been a while, and so now a lot of those books tend to be the ones I put in my dollar bins. So first off, this is one that I saw on the outside. This is Legion of Superheroes number 42. Pretty cool. It'll be a nice dollar bin book probably. And let's see what we have here. There's a free comic day book that was in there. That's a little bit weird to have a free comic day book. That's not necessarily what I was looking for, but maybe if I do any more shows, this will go in the free box that I have. So far not that great, but there is one book that was in this bag that I think makes up for it. And then we have Exo Manowar 19. So, there's that. Not bad, I guess. And then what is this? This is Planet Death, number 0. Okay, so I have one of the Planet Death free comic day things from like last year, so guess this is number 0, so I'm not sure, maybe it's like a prologue type of thing. So, kind of interesting, I guess. And then this is the book that actually made me purchase this bag, because this is actually something really cool. This is the Dark Knight's Metal Batman the Dawnbreaker. That's Batman as Green Lantern. And what's cool about this is actually like a New York Comic-Con exclusive variant cover, and it's a really cool foil. So I have a normal cover of that book, but I think this might be one that I keep for my own collection, dude. This is so cool. So I have some books that maybe I'll throw in the dollar bin, and then I got one that I think I'm gonna keep for myself. That is really cool. And then this next pack, the reason I grabbed this one is because it has a blank sketch cover for The Dark Knight Returns number 3, The Master Race, book 1. And this one is also another convention exclusive. I don't remember exactly what convention it was, but I picked this up because my husband is a really big Frank Miller fan. He loves The Dark Knight Returns, so while Frank Miller is still around doing conventions, I thought it'd be really cool to possibly get him to do a sketch for Luke, so that's why I picked this one up in particular. So let's crack this open and see what's inside. We also have a Hawkman book on the other side, so seems somewhat promising, I guess. And first book we have is The Dark Knight 3 blank sketch variant. So it is cool to get some exclusive variant covers in these bags. And on the inside they do have the cover A. So very nice. And hopefully one day we might be able to get a sketch on this. That would be pretty cool. And then we have another Planet Death. And which one is this? Is another number 0. Looks like a different cover, so have a couple different covers. I might have to make like a bundle of these or something if I get enough of them. Alright, let's see what we have next. overtaken #1 from Aspen Comics. I've never even heard of that before. And, you know, I know how these bags work. They always put the interesting stuff on the outside and then kind of on the inside a little more mediocre. Like, here we have Virgin Comics. Like, what the hell even is this, guys? Some kind of a preview of a bunch of different books. I didn't even know this was a company that made comic books. So, yeah, this pack was kind of mediocre. So, outside of that Frank Miller one. And then we have Hawkman #12. This one's kind of cool. It'll be a dollar bin book, I guess, but yeah, this pack kind of sucked, not gonna lie. You guys know I'm always honest and upfront with you, and yeah, so far we have, I'd say, 2 books that I think are winners, and some others that, you know, maybe dollar bin books, and then some other stuff. So let's keep going through, and I think I'm seeing another one of those fucking Planet Death books already before I've even opened the bag, so there you go. But you know what? I was definitely, you know, banking on the books on the outside being worth it enough to kind of cover the cost of the bag. That's sort of what I was going for with it. It looks like they hadn't been out for too long, so I was probably one of the first people to get to them, so I probably got some of the better packs, I guess, because I was seeing some with some Batman. Like here I got one with a Detective Comics 623, and this is a really cool one. I do have this in my collection already. Fun Dick Sprang cover with Batman and the Joker. So I'll look over my copy, and if this one's nicer, I'll keep it. If not, I'll bring it to the antique mall. And that's a pretty good book, because people always collect Detective Comics, and yeah. It's another Planet Death. They were really trying to get rid of these ones, I guess. Let's see, we have Bloodstrike #3 from Image Comics. Yeah, not a book I really care about personally, so this will probably be one for the dollar bins. But I definitely bought this pack for that Detective Comics book. And this is Dynamite Spider #17. No idea what this is either. And I'm not saying that these books are necessarily bad because I don't know what they are. I'm just saying that these might not be some of the most desirable titles, which of course is a risk that you're taking when you're buying some of these Ollie's packs. And the other one I saw was I Vampire #10 from the New 52. So probably another dollar bin book, but looks kind of cool. Alright, so yeah, this one is a different pack. So all of the other ones had like one of these, and this one has the red, and from what I remember, these ones were always better. I remember for a while, Ollie's actually used to have 10 packs of just DC comics. Those were always the best ones, and I think it was only like $6, so it really wasn't bad. These bags are also a lot easier to get open. And I grabbed this pack because it had some really cool Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles books. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Stranger Things #2. And I know nothing about Stranger Things, but I just thought that that was really, really cool, so I had to pick that up. I did not even know this book existed, but really cool to find exclusive variants, 1 in 25s at Ollie's. Cannot beat it for that price. So, next up we have, and this one actually looks really good. Who is this artist on here? This looks like an artist I know. Oh, okay. Okay, I actually just looked it up. This is the Joshua Swaby variant, and I knew I recognized the artist. I have some of his variants for Catwoman, and I do apologize. I'm not the biggest Marvel person, so I actually don't even know who this character is on the cover. But either way, this is really cool, and I'm already getting the impression that these bags are a lot better than the other ones, so maybe I'll keep that in mind. The other ones definitely put some good stuff on the outside, and that is something I've heard before. Okay, now, this next one is another variant cover, so real quick, I'm just gonna look it up. But it makes me excited. Okay, this one is actually a good book as well. This is a 1 in 25 variant. This is the Salvador Larroca variant, and I think that's really neat, of Chasm, Curse of Cain. And looks like it's some kind of a Spider-Verse book. Really cool to get a 1 in 25 variant. And this one wasn't even on the outside of the bag. Like, sick deal. I'm definitely going to look out for these 5-packs. So, yeah, really, really sick. And then what is this? We have a Star Wars Mace Windu #1. Always cool to get #1s, and it's a Star Wars book. And you got Mace Windu right there. Okay, I think this bag was actually a really good idea. So far, this was definitely the best one. And then we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #149. This is the road to 150. I know there are a lot of people that really like collecting these books. And this is the 1 in 10 variant. So a lot of ratio variants. And right there on the back they have the issue 150 promo. But so far this one was by far the best pack. We had a 1 in 25 variant, a 1 in 10, cool Star Wars book, another 1 in 25, and another really cool variant from an awesome artist. I'm not sure if this one's a ratio or not. I don't think so, but yeah, that one was a great pack. I'm going to try to get more with the red label next time. So the last one we have is one of these. So I don't have my hopes as high for this one, but I did pick it up mainly because I still need this Batman book, Batman 498, and I could probably get it in the dollar bin. But if I get a few more books that I can bring to my antique booth, that's all good for me. Because I just want to keep bringing in new and fresh things. So I'm going to be out there hunting for stuff. So if I find some good stuff to sell and some good stuff for me, I think that is a win. Alright, so yeah, we have Batman 498. This is part of the Nightfall story. Great Kelly Jones art with Bane and Catwoman. And on the back, you got a Mortal Kombat ad that is just sick. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And all of these are in pretty good condition, even after being stuffed in the bags. And would you look at that? We have Planet Death. Yeah, these ones are going to be given away. And I don't know if anyone is going to even want this, but whatever. I'll figure something out to do with it. And then we have from Valiant Comics, Solar, and Valiant is definitely not a very sought after line of books, so yeah, this is just the kind of stuff I was hoping to not see on the inside of this bag, but here we go. Looks like, oh man, okay. Lumberjacks, #64. I don't fucking know, dude. And then the last book is The Outsiders, #13, and this is at least something from DC, so I'm sure this will be decent for the dollar bin. I was hoping to at least get a little bit more like Marvel and DC on the inside of some of these packs, so in the future, I will definitely pay attention for this, and I hope they bring back some of the DC 10 packs. Those were absolutely the best, because I think it was only like $6, and you got 10 books. They were guaranteed to be all DC, and those I have definitely made a little bit of money off of at my comic shows. So I ended up with some pretty cool books, some not so great books, but you guys know me, I like to keep it honest and real with you, and I will admit, some of these are probably going to be really hard to sell. Some of these are probably going to sit for a very long time. So if you are into selling comics, and you want to find some decent stuff, maybe try to get these ones, or at least just be mindful of what the books are on the outside and try to make sure it's at least going to cover the cost of the bag, because I don't think some of these are moving, but I'm still going to bring them anyways because you never know, and I thought it'd be fun to make a video and do this. Plus, there were just some books I saw on the outside that I genuinely wanted to get, so I was willing to take the gamble. To me, for something like this or this was kind of worth the price of admission, so the rest of it's just a bonus. You know, if I could sell the rest, I could sell the rest, but these ones are for me. These are the ones that I thought were really cool, and that's what got me to purchase some of these bags in the first place. So let me know what you guys thought. Have you had any luck with these bags, and what did you think of my haul? Plus, I have 4 copies of Planet Death, and that's probably more than anyone in existence, and I don't really think that's a flex, but that is something that happened today, so later.